Hi everyone, my name's Austin, and for my final Alice project, I did the scripture where Jesus walks on water in Matthew 14 verses 22 to 33. And I chose the scripture because I feel like it is a great example of how we should fully trust in Jesus that everything will work out for the best, even if we don't see or feel that it will. And now I'm going to go ahead and run the program and show you what it looks like, and then I will show you the entire coding sequence after. Now I'm going to click yes because I have read this before. And that's it. And then real quick, I'm going to go through the entire coding sequence for you. So here we can see all this right here. Let me show you real quick. And then here is a method that I created for the boat. And yeah. So now I'm going to show you all the elements that I use in my coding sequence to make this project what it is. So first, I have a new method right here called world boat, and this is to have the boat move with the disciples and Peter. And then here for the set value, this is the function that I used, and there's also where I asked the user for information, the yes or no question, whether they read the scripture or not. And then in the new method I used, you will see that I used a loop and a do together as well. And I also had multiple objects moving with the boat, the disciples and Peter. And also in that loop, you'll see that I had the rowboat play the sound of the whoosh. And also for each of the disciples, I had their vehicle set to the rowboat so that they would move with it. And then right here in the coding, you can see that I used a math function for the camera to move down. And additionally, with the ask user for information, this is also the non-trivial scenery right here as well. And then later in the code, you will see that I used a if-else section right here. And I also used at least one parameter. And I also used a variable here, which is the dialogue, where the disciples thought that Jesus was a ghost at first. And then finally, I used at least 3 camera movements where I use I moved the camera down at the beginning to show the Peter and his disciples in the boat. There's one here, and then another one here, and then down here there's a third one here, and there's 2 more there, another here, and that's it. And yeah, so that was my final Alice project, which was based on Matthew chapter 14, verses 22 to 33, where Jesus walks on water. Thank you for watching.